Hello and welcome to Father's Day weekend. This is
Tell them who you have. Introduce who you have. Introduce them to who you have right there.
Here? And that one right here? Oh, this is Zaggy. Hello and welcome to Father's Day weekend. This is a prayer for Daddy. I love when Daddy carries me like I am flying fast and free. Or when we do a funny dance. When we dance a funny jig. Bless Daddy, bless him big. Amen. Happy Father's Day weekend, everybody.
Yes, happy Father's Day weekend. Let that prayer kind of sustain you here this weekend. We're gathering in devotion on Saturday, June 20th. With Christ in our homes, be invited to listen or read along to Psalm 69, verses 7 through 18 this morning. It is for your sake that I have borne reproach, that shame has covered my face. I have become a stranger to my kindred, an alien to my mother's children. It is zeal for your house that has consumed me. The insults of those who insult you have fallen on me. When I humbled my soul with fasting, they insulted me for doing so. When I made sackcloth my clothing, I became a byword to them. I am the subject of gossip for those who sit in the gate, and the drunkards make songs about me. But as for me, my prayer is to you, O Lord. At an acceptable time, O God, in the abundance of your steadfast love, answer me. With your faithful help, rescue me from sinking in the mire. Let me be delivered from my enemies and from the deep waters. Do not let the flood sweep over me, or the deep swallow me up, or the pit close its mouth over me. Answer me, O Lord, for your steadfast love is good. According to your abundant mercy, turn to me. Do not hide your face from your servant, for I am in distress. Make haste to answer me. Draw near to me, redeem me, set me free because of my enemies. And then the devotion for today, a faithful prayer under oppression, inviting us to focus on verse 16. Answer me, O Lord, for your steadfast love is good. God's faithful people have often been persecuted by religious and political authorities. Jeremiah was a prophet called by God to warn ancient Judah of its unfaithfulness and injustice. His message, delivered while Babylonian forces besieged Jerusalem, did not make Jeremiah popular. His fellow priests threatened to kill him. The king had his scrolls burned. Imprisoned often, Jeremiah was once thrown into a deep cistern and left to die in the muck and mire. Psalm 69 is a prayer of someone like Jeremiah, a person who tries to be faithful to God yet suffers shame and reproach even from family members. When the faithful one publicly laments the nation's sins, the peoples hurl insults and shame. The faithful one who suffers calls upon the Lord to come to the rescue. Our salvation is not based on our own faithfulness or zeal. We ground our calls for help on God's steadfast love and mercy. Our zeal does not save us. God's love does. An invitation to pray together in devotion. God, save your people from destruction and your prophets from the hands of the wicked. Amen. And the invitation to continued prayer throughout this day, people working for justice. We'll worship online at 9:10 tomorrow, and then we'll have communion as well. You can do it digitally or as the letter, and it was in the Hopeful Happenings. Also give you expectations and guidance and direction. Be invited to come sometime between 10 and 11 tomorrow, and we'll have communion on the lawn. And so that we'll look forward to seeing some of you tomorrow and to worshiping together.